over the course of this weekend. And so I know the first thing that we're expecting, remember that kickoff call, we're expecting any day now, that drop down in the resources to be there, so we can click on that and start the process of our registration for our virtual card first and then our physical card second. So I'm expecting that very soon. But what I'll do is I'll make sure I get on that call over the course of the weekend and try to add some specifics as far as to when that's going to roll out. I know programmers have been working hard behind the scenes, so I'll add some detail to that when we all get together on Monday.
Great. Stuart just mentioning on that call that you're going to be on. Usually we have some bullet points after you've done it, for the general members. Will that still happen? Are
you talking about the next kickoff?
No, the call you're just going to go on in a minute.
Oh, the President's Club call.
Yeah, usually have some bullet points after.
Yeah, so this particular President's Council call, we probably will have some bullet points after, yes. Thanks very much for asking, Stuart. What happens, of course, and just so you know, behind the scenes, the process is we all discuss a number of things that we want to see for the membership. And so we have our own, usually our questions are a little more aggressive. And then we really put them to corporate. And we're looking for more specific timelines as well. And then what happens, of course, is they take all of the things that we're asking and they fire off answers to us. And then they have to basically green light, and then we'll create that document that we drop into the directors group for everyone to receive.
Good. Julia's asked as well, with regards to the work alongside with the card. I think you did touch on it earlier on about, will the matrix and the bonus all be tied in with the card side of things,
yes.
Withdrawals and things?
They will be.
I did say I'm sure everything's all getting worked on, so it all gets linked together.
Yeah, just to add a few more details. I'll add a few more details on that, Paul, because I'm sure Julie's question is one that's on the minds of everyone. Just think of it this way. The long-term plan for the project is for you to have multiple ways for you to spend the money you're earning. And so don't think that the card release is going to replace anything. It's not. It's always meant to be in addition to something else. So, for example, you all know that the payment solution that CFX created with partners is going through an audit right now. And when that is released, the goal, of course, is to get back to instant BTC withdrawals, instant. And then also you have a secondary option of instant use of the card. So that red wallet in your back office, you'll simply be able to choose some of those funds. You can fire them off to a card and use them as you see fit. And you can fire some of them to BTC, or you can do all to both, or all to one rather. It's entirely up to you how you manage your earnings.
Yeah, that's great. We're just going to have more options, aren't we? Which is what we want, really.
That's it. And what I'd love to see, and because remember, the reason phase 2 is being created from the very beginning is to have a fully compliant model to roll out to members around the world. So that opens all kinds of options in the future. That even opens the potential of bank-to-bank transfers, back office to bank transfers. And so I know the corporate has discussed the possibility of other avenues as well.
Yeah, that's great. And obviously a lot of them in the chat was on about the withdrawals. Where are we with that? Is any news on anything on that side?
The only thing I know for sure, and we talked about this on Monday, was that a large purchase was made. When I say large, obviously it's super yacht large, to pump out BTC to members. Remember, right now, while the audit is being done, that's a manual process. So it's a bit of a painstakingly slow process to pump out those manual withdrawals. And of course, what we saw happen after that purchase was made, we saw the bottom fall out of the BTC market. So we saw a drop from 39 down to 28, 29. I think, what are we sitting around 30,000 BTC or 31? I haven't checked recently, but
just under 30, yeah, about 28, 29, I think last time I checked.
So here's the good news. Stability is good. So if, for example, we settle right now, because we're seeing a lot of support at around $30,000. So if that continues, all the company needs to do is make another purchase at 30, and then they can go back to pushing out BTC. So that's one of the things that I meant to be talking about this weekend, and I'll report that back on
Monday. As I say, it's a big drop as well. If you're looking at millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, and if it obviously needs to drop a tiny.
Yeah, it's okay. The process is simple though.
Yeah.
They simply don't pay that Bitcoin out. They wait for the price to rebound, and they buy a whole new batch, and then they issue that at a stable price. And so a drop does not necessarily mean that things have to stop, but things do stop during the plummet.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So that's what we want. We want the stability, don't we?
That's it.
Yeah. I think that's more or less it. Everything's. There's someone's asking in the chat, but it's questions that's already been asked. So, if they haven't been answered, if they haven't been answered, it's best going back to our YouTube channel, and you'll see the recordings. You get the answers you need there. Yeah, so
we'll be looking to dig into some more specifics for everyone, so we can share that on Monday.